Hello everyone and welcome to DJARCADE Production, the new frontier of audio and video productions in the international dance scene.
Hello and welcome to the channel, DJARCADE tutorial section. In this video, we do not discuss the topic of copyright on published songs. DJARCADE dissociates itself from infringement of copyright on publications, video and audio. Some of the audio material in this non-proprietary video is used purely for educational purposes. In accordance with the rules imposed by the YouTube platform and obviously excluded from any monetization, DJARCADE in the productions of Mashup cover and remix always uses his own video sequences DJARCADE Production, or royalty-free without copyright, and audio tracks both by DJARCADE Production and obviously by other authors. In the second case, however, always in accordance with the rules imposed by the YouTube platform, and without any monetization. Content ID's claim on these videos has no impact on the channel. No strikes or copyright infringement. As anticipated in the first video of this tutorial, today we will prepare the raw project by starting by loading both the two optimized audio tracks and the demo loops on the Player Virtual DJ Editor. Stems preparation. Note, for convenience, in the Player Editor, in the side list section, we have previously loaded ready-to-use groove loops packs, DDR. We also have stems versions of the two tracks ready, so we'll select another piece of music just as an example for you to see the process. From the directory that contains the two files to use, and we will create and save the stems version of both in this way. We select the two tracks one at a time, then right-click, and from the drop-down menu we choose the item, Save Prepared Stems. Once the conversion and saving processes are finished, we will find the new stems versions in the same source folder. File name, VDJ Stems, and in the Player Editor they will be available in the dir stems preparations. Let's remember the definition of stems in audio productions. Mixing technique which consists in separating the audio tracks of a piece of music into different categories or stems before mixing them together. Stem files also include the original master track, as a rule, but it depends on various factors. In audio productions, all the musical tracks are exported individually, in linear form without further effects and embellishments that will be applied during the mixing phase. Percussive tracks can be treated differently, for example, a drum patch or a set of percussive sounds, saved as a single stem track in a drum folder together with the other stems obtained from the remaining single shots, bass drum, snare drum, crash, hi-hats, clap, etc. The stems section of VDJ is made up of 8 pads: vocal, instru, bass, kick, hi-hat, stems FX, instrumental, a cappella. The first 5 for the types of sound frequencies, 1 for the effects and 2 which diversify the song from instrumental, without singing or choirs, 2, only singing and choirs, without backing track. In all separations, the original effects of the song are obviously involved: reverbs, modulators, etc., while the stems FX pad takes care of inserting further effects to the selected parts. The result obtained from the separation of the various stems parts depends on both the quality and the type of the song, analog digital techniques used during the creation phase, but also on the settings saved for this section. Greater or lesser separation accuracy at the expense of quality. The percussive tracks, if present, can be controlled by the 2 pads, kick and hi-hat, which divide the frequencies based on their own algorithms and configuration settings. Loading stems. In summary, the 2 stems tracks, with also the DDR loops to be combined with them as a replacement for the original drum tracks, are ready. The key will be DM, while the project speed will be set to 122 BPM, the same constant BPM as the Planet Funk song. We also decided which extrapolated patterns to merge, together with the DDR loops, and record directly into VDJ, to create the various riffs of the mashup, even if for convenience. We will do the recording of the streams using the SoundForge audio editor, so we will avoid a step, saving from the player and loading to the audio editor for editing. How to set a different BPM value for both songs. Import onto a player, for example the B, any file that has the chosen constant BPM. Import the first stem file, say Mamagama, onto player. The player will analyze this last file, and following the setup settings, auto match key will warn us that, for compatibility with the first song, it has modified the key but not the speed of the second, only because in the default settings, the speed difference between the 2 files is too large. We press OK and then go to the key function of the player and use the key down arrow to bring the file back to the original key. And finally we press the button, sync. Now both tracks on the players will have the same precise BPM. Now we can download player B, removing the reference file and replacing it with inside all the people. We can also simply replace tracks without downloading the player. Player arrangement and play order. Now we place the track stems by Planet Funk on deck B and that of Alan Parson Project on deck A. As already explained, the BPM of this second track remains 103.50. As per the setup in the options, the gap with the other is too large and therefore is not modified. Let's synchronize it manually by pressing sync. We have the first DDR loop on reader C which will be synchronized at 122 BPM. And let's agree it, not necessarily, in DM. In this case, -1. Let's do a test play in time on the first pattern to record. For example, verse 1. This will be the order in which the players play. Player C, from the beginning. Player A, 2 measures before the verse point, tempo 0:59:0. We deactivate the kick and hi-hat stems, therefore the entire drum. Player B, on the measure before the singing, tempo 0:14:3. We deactivate all the stems except the voices, then press the pad, a cappella. Play C, 1 measure, play A, 1 measure, play B. If we are not too precise, it will not be a problem because the active automatic synchronization of VDJ will help us. Our advice is to always record material from measures prior to those actually used for the recordings, so as to have better patterns to edit, without the problem of some lost frequencies. Especially in fills, it is essential to have precise references to cut the audio. One of the tricks that can be used is to reactivate the kick pad, which will tell us exactly where the new pattern will begin. Well, in the next episode we will record the verse 1 pattern on SoundForge, then apply the loop cuts and save the wave ready to be combined with other patterns in the mashup. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so and activate the bell so you don't miss any updates. If you like this video, leave us a like. Until next time.
DJ Arcade, Groove Me Production, Music Production Studio. Thanks for watching this video and see you soon.